I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. We do this every Tuesday night. This is the ADOS report. And of course, we always report, or at least right now, until we get them 100% compliant. We're always going to report on our CBC rascals, those rapscallions that have not co-sponsored HR40 yet. And so we're going to get right into that. Before we do, if you would do me a favor, if you have not yet gone over to HR40petition.com, that's www.hr40petition.com, and sign our petition for reparations. We need all the signatures we can get. The goal is by the end of the month, to get to 1,000 signatures. And right now we are a little over 165 away. So we have a few days to make that up. So I know that we can make that happen. So if you would do me a favor, go over there. Also, if you would do me a favor, go ahead, give me those thumbs ups, those hearts, those likes, a lot of activity. Facebook loves to see it, and so do I. And one last thing before we get into tonight's report card, if you would do me a favor, if you would share the show, it would be greatly appreciated. Well, fam, let's jump right into tonight's show. And we're talking tonight about some of the little research that I did. And guess what I found out when I was wondering why certain members may not have already signed on to HR40. Looky what I found here, the racial makeup of their particular districts. And what I found was startling to some degree and really kind of eye-opening. So we're going to just kind of look at it. John Lewis, 58% of his district is black. So people, Georgia, my Georgia people, what's going on? Sanford Bishop, 52% of his district is black. He has not signed on. Thank you, Mr. Mac, W. Mac McCoy, great guy. Thank you for sharing the show. His 50.20%, both in Georgia, both long tenured. Neither has signed on to HR40. As I said, my Georgia family, what is really going on? Mr. Bobby Scott, Virginia, 45. Mr. Lacey Clay, 48. David Scott, 54%. Georgia, okay. John Lewis, Sanford Bishop, David Scott, all over 50% black. None of them have signed on to HR40. I gotta ask myself. I was just in Atlanta. I saw the excitement. I hung out on the holiday, Memorial Day. We had a meeting, 32 fired up people in attendance. So I gotta ask myself, Georgia, what's going on with you? You ain't getting on your boys. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get top three, get on. All right, so Ms. Emmanuel Cleaver, 21%. Andre Carson, 28% black. The majority white. Marsha Fudge, 52%. Now, here's where it kind of gets kind of interesting for me. Mr. Mark Vesey, he's Texas, okay? And so he's only got 15.72% black in his district. The majority of his district is Hispanic. Now, I wonder, thank you, Gina. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing the video. If you could, also, anybody else, please share it as well. So I wonder, 66.9% Hispanic. Now, also remember, all of the CBC, we've had 100% compliance on HR6 for Dreamers. Yeah, but we can't get everybody on board for these reparations. Okay, Mr. Vest, I see you out there. Miss Kelly, 55%. In Illinois, what is going on? Has not signed up. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate you for sharing the video, sir. Get this little political education going on tonight. Robin Kelly, I see you. Stacey Plaskett, Virgin Islands. Okay, we're gonna let you make it on that. You still need to be on HR40, but I understand ADOS. Man, sometimes they not give it. They probably get it. Anyway. We're gonna move forward. Miss Bonnie Watson. Now, here's where I want to show you some of our heroes. Some of our heroes and sheroes and all those good people that's doing that. 17.60% in her district is black, so only 17. But guess what? When you see where I did not put anything down, that means she's sponsored HR40. She co-sponsored HR40, so she went against the tide. Dwight Evans, 58%. So he also co-sponsored, so he's doing good. Mr. Anthony Brown. Now here's where it really gets interesting, fam. I want you to kind of really zone in and check this out. This is what I call the freshman and sophomore class, right? So they're elected 2017, 2018. They're brand new, fresh off the block. There are 13 of them. 10 of the 13, 77% have not co-sponsored HR40. Thought that was a little interesting. So I did a little digging. And here's what I found. Anthony Brown, he's kind of an outlier. Don't understand Maryland. 54% of his district is black. He has a sponsor. But here's where I saw the trend right here. Val Butler Demings, only 11% of her district in Florida is black. Mr. Al Lawson, he signed on HR40, so appreciate that. A. Donald Meacham, 41% is black, 51% is white. Virginia, he had signed on. Stephen Horsford, 15.76% of his district is black, 60% is white. In Nevada, no wonder he ain't signed on. Mr. Colin Allred, Texas boy, I'm in Texas. I'm like, dude, you're in Texas. Now I understand. 62% of his district is white. No wonder he ain't signed on. Oh, it gets worse though, fam. It gets worse, Mr. Antonio Delgado. Mr. Delgado, New York City. 4% of his district is black. 89% is white. So is there any wonder why he has not signed on? Joanna Hayes, 5.9% is black. 73% is white. She ain't signed on. Lucy McBath, 13% black. 72% white. They ain't signed on. Now here's the kicker though. The whitest CBC member, well actually not the whitest, but the whitest district. He has the whitest district. No black people. Well, I'm sure there's one or two around there somewhere. 91% white. Out of Colorado. Just got in. He hadn't signed on. But I got to give my shout outs. I got to give them. I got to do it. Ilhan Omar. I don't care what people say about her. 16%. 67% is white. She's still signed on. Anna Preston, shout out to her. Big ups to her. 26% black, 51% white. She's still signed on HR40. And Lauren Underwood, boy, she running close to Mr. Joe. 2.9% black, 85% of her district is white. So fam, what am I saying here? What does all this mean? It means we got some work ahead of us. Our biggest bang for our buck is going to be to go up here, grab some of these old heads, Georgia, grab some of these old heads and get them to get on board. And then hopefully they'll have some influence over these young kids, because obviously these people are not going to get on board because there's really no leverage. You got 2.9% of your district in Illinois is black. Do you really feel like you need to represent them? And so when we looked at that freshman class and we saw a lot of black faces and we were really excited, black faces in high places, we got excited. Little did we know that they weren't going to really represent us, ADOS people. You look at the numbers, fam. I got the receipts right there. Men lie, women lie. These numbers ain't gonna lie, but we gonna get them on board, fam. If they can get on board 100% for HR6, they can get on board 100% for HR40 for reparations. And we're not taking no for now. So all right, fam. So I showed you that. Let me show you what's gonna be coming out in just a few minutes. This is gonna be shared with you. Now I see why the new CBC members are not supporting HR40. Their districts are just too white. So I want to make sure I explain that for you, so when you see this, you'll understand. All right, fam. So you can see now we need your support more than ever. It's more important than ever that you support. If you have not already done it, get on to HR40petition.com. Click on the link. It's in the description, because we need to make this happen. All right, fam, that's it for me. Your ADOS report for Tuesday. Until next week, let's put in some work and let's get on these people. Let's make sure they do the right thing. This Sean Hill, your book club leader, your book club teacher, wishing you a wonderful evening. Talk to you later, fam. And make sure you say hello to the Whitest Districts in the CBC for the CBC members. Goodbye, fam. Thumbs up, hearts, likes, all that good stuff.